American-Canadian conflict. How can that be? After all, it's very known that Canada and America are probably one of the closest buddies that there are. They are the closest allies and working together hand in hand. Also, our culture and everything is so similar. I mean, we import American culture into Canada every day. Be it American football and ice hockey is our thing. But all the movies and everything, they are really American. Also very important to know for you Americans, Canada's economy really depends on America. How much so? Well, about 80%, sometimes more, of our exports go to America, to the United States of America. Yeah. And that means that if we have conflict with you guys, then our economy will suffer immediately. So what is this conflict I'm talking about? Right now, it's just a tiny little conflict that will, however, grow with time. And this is the new Northern Road, many different names. And this is because in North Canada, right now, you cannot go with the ship around Canada. You have to go south through the Panama Strait. And that is because the Arctic and there's lots of ice. So it's not navigable, even though just on the globe you can see it's a shorter way around. However, the ice is melting and faster. So that means now, at least in the springtime, there was I think 1 or 2 ships that actually crossed over North America and then they came to Canada or to New York. So it's becoming navigable. That is now a conflict because Canada says, well, this is around our coast, between our islands. That means this is our road and the ships have to pay fees for that. But America is saying, no. This is an international road. Why? Because we are saying so. But why is it really that important? I mean, shipping roads are nothing new. There are tons of shipping roads around the world. Why is this one so important? It is so important because, as I mentioned before, the current way of going from East Canada or East America, New York, Florida, and so for shipping, for tourism and everything, if you want to go to Asia, you have to go through the Panama 1 or Panama 2. And that is really expensive. Shipping for a large ship, it costs up to $100,000 or more just to pass through the Panama Strait. Yeah. Now imagine if ships, container ships, can just for free go around the north, which is also much shorter than going south through Panama. Also, warships and entire fleets could go just in the northern region. Also, it's much safer because what is in the north? Canada and ice bears. So there are no pirates, no other countries that could maybe start something or like work together with some other countries. There's no one else there besides, of course, of the other shore, Russia. But in between, there's no one. That's much safer as well. I said for free, right? Well, this is because if this northern road will become an international road, then it will be for free. And Canada just has to allow all those ships passing by their coastline and in between their islands and getting no money while still having to support the ships because infrastructure has to be built there for emergencies and whatnot. And the Canadian Coast Guard will be sometimes called in there to help ships and stranded. And the other thing is, of course, the pollution, because those ships are with diesel engines, so they will burn there. It will have environmental effects on the coastline in Canada. So Canada should get some money for it, right? And we are not talking about a few $100, a few $1,000. We are talking about hundreds of millions of dollars every year because the Panama, I think they're making like over $1 billion every year. So we can expect the same or even more for Canada making money because it is a shorter road and it's much faster than going through the Panama. The Panama is really slow. So all those companies for the ships would save a lot of money, make more money this way by going the northern road. So Canada is of course concerned and saying, hey, this is a way we could make a lot of money and we could develop our north. Our north is unfortunately really underdeveloped and lots of unemployment and everything, other problems as well. So that money we could use to really build up northern Canada and help lots of people in the north. Now, dear Americans and maybe English too, if you know us Canadians, you know we will not go down for the fight because we are ice hockey players, all of us. So of course Canada has said no, this is not an international water, this is Canadian water and this is in our zone, so the money should go to us, and has protested against what the United States is saying. However, what is left for Canada to do? After all, we as Canadians, we are really dependent on the American economy. If America suddenly puts on sanctions to us, which they usually all the time do, then we go broke. So what Canada is doing is we're going to international organizations, to international courts, because there's the international sea rights. For example, in the United Nations, we are asking them for recognition of our sea rights, and they're being put up to vote or not vote, and then really the judges go through it and see that Canada isn't within rights. After all, not only is our economy dependent on America, we can't just put a few warships there or tanks, I don't know, and say, no, this is our water, because America happens to be the most powerful nation with the most powerful navy, the largest economy, the most political power around the world, the biggest and largest alliances, NATO and other ones. So we can't say no. And just so you know, America could invade Canada, whole of Canada, most of Canada, within a few hours. We could be put under America. So our only choice is really the international stage and asking there. However, with that comes a big problem. What is the big problem? I mentioned that America has the biggest political power in the world. And they do, with all the alliances and everything. And certain countries like Canada happen to vote exactly the same on matters that are important to America, maybe except this one. So if it comes to a vote in the United Nations, many countries will probably side with America, or America might be asking, hey guys, do we have to remind you who got the strongest navy in the world? Who got the money? So this is what Canada is fearing, that the American government, the American military will just use their power, and being it military power or political power, to just, well, kind of force the other countries to say, yeah, whatever the Americans are saying, this will be. And then we will get no money from the Northern Road. Hope you liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.